Hello and welcome to the latest and greatest edition of Better Together Arizona. I am your host, Angela Hughey. So happy to have Tom Collins from the Arizona Clean Elections group with me today. How are you, Tom Collins?
I'm okay. How are you?
For me personally, it's important to vote because my ancestors fought for the right to do so. It's important to vote because it's a way to stand up for something and stand up for what you believe in. Register and learn more at yourvoteisyourvoice.com.
We are talking about Proposition 133. I find this to be a very interesting proposition. This proposition says basically partisan primaries for partisan offices.
Yes.
Right? Run us through it.
Right. So the legislature put this measure, which is a proposed constitutional amendment to Arizona's direct primary provisions of the state constitution. And what it says is that in the event that there is an election for a partisan office, there has to be a primary for the parties that are, for each party that is has ballot status. That is to say, each party that is authorized to be on the ballot. So Democratic Party, Republican Party, Libertarian Party, what have you. And then the person who wins those primaries is mandated to be on the general election ballot.
Okay. So that's how we're set up now, right?
Essentially, yes.
But I noticed that this is a change to the Arizona Constitution, and it seems to me like this is a response to the voter organized Make Elections Fair Act. Is that
That's what's been reported, yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
So it's reported that this proposed constitutional change is a response to Make Elections Fair,
Yeah.
which its intent is to have open primaries, right?
That's right.
And the thing that I always talk about is I'm, one of 34% of registered independents in the state of Arizona. So as an independent, the way the current system is
Yeah.
it is a partisan, right?
Yeah.
And I have to go through some extra steps if I want to get a partisan ballot, and I have to choose a Democratic or Republican ballot depending on what I want to do for the primary.
That's right.
So you have Make Elections Fair that says open primaries,
Right.
right? So you have a primary and everyone that's running for whatever that partisan office is,
Yeah.
or nonpartisan office is
Right.
on the ballot, right? One of the questions I have about this proposed or Proposition 133 is, can this hypothetically impact like citywide offices and what those ballots look like? I know that when you run for mayor or city council, that's currently nonpartisan.
Right.
But if we're giving the legislature this much power, is there an opportunity, hypothetically down the road, to make citywide office a partisan election as well?
Well, this does make a change that will matter. It's not entirely clear to me how it will matter.
Okay.
What it has in there is a preemption clause. So it says that whatever the legislature determines with respect to partisan primaries, partisan elections for partisan offices, whatever that turns out to be, that it will have preemptive effect on a city. Now, why that matters is because under the Arizona Constitution, we have what's called a home rule provision that allows charter cities certain authority to administrate their own affairs without legislative interference. Phoenix is a charter city. Tucson is a charter city. Tempe is a charter city. And in the area of elections, those cities have done some things a little differently from what the legislature would prefer. Tucson's the biggest example of that because Tucson City Council is, in fact, elected on a partisan basis.
Okay.
They actually have, they're the only city in the state that really has, or certainly the biggest city in the state that has those partisan elections. There's some other issues like that. So yes, there is an issue in this home rule. For lack of a way of putting it, jurisprudence that the state Supreme Court has spent many years dealing with, and so this would settle that with respect to this question of partisan primaries. It would say the legislature's viewpoint on a partisan office's election would prevail.
Got it. And again, this is a proposed change to the Arizona Constitution.
That's right.
So you have this on the ballot and you have Prop 140 on the ballot.
Right.
What happens if they both pass?
Well, it would depend on which passes by more. And to the extent that one passes by more and is not incompatible with the other, then the one that has the more votes trumps in those areas where there's a conflict.
So potentially, if Prop 133 passes and Prop 140 passes, Prop 133 can cancel out Prop 140 if it has more votes.
Yeah, to the extent that there's a conflict, yes.
Okay. Good to know. So nothing is just very straightforward with any of these ballot initiatives. I'm so glad that you're lending your expertise and just like you're really giving everyone that listens or watches Better Together really the in-depth context that we need so that we're better educated and hopefully just making better decisions. So thank you, Tom Collins, for being with us.
Thank you for saying that.
No, seriously, like there's so much to learn about really all of the intended or unintended consequences or just all of the nuances and all of the ballot initiatives. So just deeply grateful to spend time with you and to go through all of the propositions. If you want to learn more about what's on your ballot, we hope that you visit yourvoteisyourvoice.com. And I want to remind you, it's a really, really long ballot this year. So we're asking folks to consider starting at the bottom, working their way up. Visit yourvoteisyourvoice.com for more information and to get even more into the weeds of all of these propositions with me and Tom Collins. Thanks so much.
Our vision for creating the Royale was to create a space for the LGBTQ plus community and ally community. It's important to vote so that everybody has a seat at the table. Visit yourvoteisyourvoice.com and make sure that you're registered to vote today.